Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel, Living More Outdoors. If you've been here before, I appreciate you coming back. If this is your first time here, if you got a second after the video, if you give me a thumbs up or a comment or something, I truly appreciate it. Getting close to trapping season here, got all kinds of stuff going on, so I'm sure you do too, so let's just get into this video. Okay, so during trapping season, I try to use my side-by-side as much as possible. It's good on gas and it gets to places where my truck can't get to. But one of the issues I had last year, and especially like during cable restraint season and stuff, when it's raining and snowing, all my equipment getting wet and stuff. So the main reason I made this was to try to keep my equipment dry while I'm trapping. So I basically tried to build a little truck cap. I'll show you the Tarp system first, and as I go through it, I'll try to explain how much I actually spent doing this. The tarp is just a basic cheap Walmart tarp. It's probably about $5, but I actually just had it laying around here. If this actually works out and it's an effective tool on a trap line, I plan on investing in a good canvas tarp. And instead of taping stuff, I'm gonna have some seams sewn up for me and stuff like that. So I got about $5 into the tarp. These straps were like $5 at Walmart. And I basically they're hooked on by a bunch of screws. So I got like the screws I just had laying around. A lot of the stuff I just have laying around here. I got a piece of 1/2-inch conduit. At first, when I first did this, I wanted this to be really quick and effective. I had 3 screws, separate screws here, and I had to undo each one of these separately. So that was a little bit annoying already. So basically I put 3 little pipe clamps here, along here, and a piece of 1/2-inch conduit, and I taped them off, and now it can come off in one fell swoop. There, 3-for-1 deal. I made this thing tall enough to get my buckets in here. I can put my buckets with my tools in here. What else? I'll show you the framing system after I take the tarp off. I'll show you how it comes off. It's pretty easy to come off. I made it low enough so I can still see out my rear view mirror. I've already taken this for a test drive down the road. It didn't flap around at all, really. It was nice and quiet. These end pieces right here, I made them tuck inside here. I may put a piece of Velcro in here eventually, but these didn't come undone, so I'm not really concerned about it. When I first was going to do this, I was going to put a piece of flat plywood here to try to give this so that it wouldn't sag down like with rain and snow and stuff, but I wanted it to be really lightweight and really easy to take apart and stuff. So I did a different thing under here, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to take a second and pop the tarp off of here, show you how that comes off. It's pretty slick, really. Undo this. I can do all these side ones here. And there's the tarp off. It comes off pretty easy. This framing system, it's really lightweight. It just slides into here. This is 1-inch conduit. It fits in these holes on my Polaris Ranger, nice. A lot of this conduit I had laying around here for my own personal use, or my brother had stuff laying around. These fittings, so if you had to buy the conduit, you might have about $10 in conduit. Show you the fittings I got. These are 4T fittings. 2 there and 2 up there. I'm not even sure what these are called, but these are all PVC fittings. I couldn't find conduit fitting like this, but none of these are glued here, so I could pop this whole thing off of here and bump these sides off, and everything would lay relatively flat for storage if I needed it to. I did glue all these for strength purposes, but this would still be just a flat section once these were off of here. So 4 T's and 4 of these. Something else I did when I first put this together without these cross pieces in here, these sagged down pretty good, and they were pretty flimsy. I was considering dropping a horizontal post down here, and I thought that would just get in my way. But I found some pieces of pipe that I had laying around. Luckily, I'm a pack rat and I keep about everything. And I think they were just like old closet hanger pipes or something. You could use an old curtain rod or whatever. But basically, they either fit just inside of here, inside the 1-inch conduit, or I had a couple that were just a little bit small in diameter. So I basically, every 4 or 5 inches along there, I took and put black tape around it until it made equal out the inside diameter of these pipes. So it's surprising how rigid that became. To add some pitch on my roof, I took some of the 1-inch conduit and I basically heated it up in the middle and bent it and made almost like a little rafter there. So that one I got a little too hot. You gotta watch. There's a fine line between just getting it just hot enough to bend and making it going nasty, but it's all right. It's pretty sturdy. The whole thing is really sturdy once the tarp is on. It doesn't shake around in the wind. I mean, as long as it sheds water, I'm gonna be a happy camper, I think. To put the tarp on, I got to start with my bed tilted. It only takes a minute or so to put this thing on here. Hook up the back 3. Close it. And that's a wrap. It might have, what, it take maybe a minute, 2 minutes maybe at the most to put it together. Okay, and where these things go through here, I had to put some new grommets in here. So the most expensive thing I bought, which I'll be able to use over and over again really, is this grommet tool. It came with like 100 grommets, and the actual punch has a punch for making the holes and for setting the grommets in there. This was like 20 bucks, I think. But it's a tool that I have now, and I'll be able to fix tarps or make more of these if I want to. So, hey, thanks for tuning into my video. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Trapping season's coming just around the corner, and everybody that's going to be trapping, I wish you the best of luck and tight chains, everybody.